Morning. It's 4:44 a.m. 444. All right, so yesterday on my way home from dog training, Spirit told me to look up Psalms chapter 37 verse 1 for today. Today's date is March 7th, 2026, 371. It's two-day. Twos are about partnerships, duality, unions, and I immediately thought of Christ and Satan. Two different sides of the same coin. They both identify as the morning star. Remember, Satan was an angel of light. Well, he still is. He was the light bearer. And what did Christ say? I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes through me no one comes to the Father except through me. All right. And it can be said that nobody comes to the Father except through Satan either. They're both constructs. All right, so Psalms 37 verses 1 and 2. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. For they shall soon be cut down like grass and wither as the green herb. And then there was a reference to chapter 73, verse 3, 733. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. Who are the wicked? Who are the wicked? The wicked is the awakened ego. The self-aware ego with no balance. The self-aware ego sees only separation. Jewish mysticism, they call it the beast. Don't worry about the works of the wicked. Don't envy the rewards that they receive either. They'll get their karma. So, the green-eyed monster. Don't worry yourselves with the works of the wicked. The Epstein files and all the people that are on that list. Why is that a you problem? Why is that any of your business? Why are you allowing that to affect your peace? Just like as an example. Why? Why, when you see things like, I don't know, the Grammys, why are you watching these people receive their rewards and you're like envious of the money that they have? Okay, Spirit, what do you want the collective to know today? Sacral chakra, trust your innocence. The core of creation. There's an energy of needing to return home, needing to return back to balance, trust your innocence, and sacral chakra. All right, let's see. Card number 54. Trust your innocence. Truth. Trusting people. Being real with people. Knowing the difference between intuition and paranoia. uncensored feelings, returning to innocence. And sacral chakra says core of creation, feelings, emotional responses, pleasure, sensuality, intimacy, connection, letting go, creativity, sacred sexuality, passion, healthy boundaries, valuing the body. That makes me think today's Tuesday. Truth. Trust your innocence. The message today is don't compare yourselves to other people. Each one of you is unique. You should be worrying about yourself, minding your own business in a healthy way. Mind your own business. Oh, let's see. Calm down. Okay, first card. Oh, 10 of Pentacles. Yellow. Yellow is the solar plexus. Justice. Balance. Okay, so the 10 of Pentacles. We write our own stories. You write your own story. You create your own wealth, whatever that looks like for you, your own abundance. Doesn't have to be money, but it's an abundance of the material things, your manifestations. Okay. Top of mind, the Hierophant. Past you, the Daughter of Pentacles, the Page. Please, sir, can I have some more? Ooh. Trust your innocence. The subconscious, the world. End of a cycle. Is that why justice is out here also? And then the Mother of Wands in the future. It's the Queen of Wands. Oh, we have a... Look, there's a calico in the middle. And then we have the black cats on the left and the white cat on the right. Black and white balance. Justice, the merging of the two. Bottom of the deck. The Hermit. The King of Swords, the Father of Swords. And the Magician. Yep, you write your own story. What we have here is a failure to communicate. Actually. Okay, the Magician. The ability to manifest whatever it is that you want. You've got all the tools, but then let's see, the King of Swords, choosing your head over your heart. The Hermit. I'm hearing solitary confinement. Okay, so it's like you had to be alone, go inside to be able to hold on. For as the Father raises the dead and gives life to them, even so the Son gives life to whom he will. For the Father judges no one, but has committed all judgment to the Son, that all should honor the Son as they honor the Father. He who does not honor the Son does not honor the Father. The Son, people take it literally because we all are taught wrong. We're living in the Matrix, and we've, have this system of control. Religion has told us that the Son is Jesus, and that we should honor Jesus as we would God, but yet Jesus was trying to teach us that we are all gods. And right, the Father doesn't judge anybody. God doesn't judge anyone. We do. We judge people, and recognizing that we are all one and that every single one of us has God within. Recognizing that I am you and you are me and we are all God. Judgment, expectations. We set expectations because we judge. Why did I go there? Trust your innocence. You cannot enter the kingdom of heaven without first becoming childlike. Core of creation. Okay, so this underlying energy. So you went in your cave, you discovered that you do have the ability to think with your head, not your heart. That means that you can rationalize, respond to the things that are happening to you instead of reacting. Responses are how we create. We create better situations for ourselves. We create better outcomes through the ability to not react. Justice with the Ten of Pentacles. Justice is kind of a challenge here, right? So you were in this exploratory, how do I make these things happen? What do I want? Well, right now, I want the Ten of Pentacles, but justice is in play. How do I get there? Well, the subconscious says that you've reached the end of a cycle and you're sitting on top of the world. Maybe you're not seeing it. I always struggle with the Hierophant card because fives are about changes and choices, and the Hierophant is about tradition. Tradition. Where's the box? Let's see what the book says about the Hierophant. Oh, by the way, this is the Considerate Cat Tarot. All right, so justice says instinct and purity. Balance will be restored. The Hierophant says teaching and intelligence. This card may represent a teacher in your life or someone who feels strongly about rules and expectations. Okay, so we have 3 major arcana sitting right here down the center. The Hierophant to the world. Teaching and intelligence. The King of Swords is also intelligence. This is logic. And then justice, teaching and intelligence. It's a paradigm shift. Balance will be restored. Life will push and pull you in all directions. This card indicates peace for you is on the horizon. So I think you're struggling to find peace. Why are you struggling to find peace? Because you're exploring this Ten of Pentacles. You're already sitting in this Ten of Pentacles. The lesson here is to let go of the Hierophant. Expectations. Let go of expectations. Oh. Bashar's formula. Okay, so Eckhart Tolle teaches us to accept everything with no judgment. What he really means is to accept everything with no expectation. So, like, if you get further into his work, if you're listening to The Power, if you're reading The Power of Now, you continue on from The Power of Now to the next book, which is called A New Earth. And he literally talks about how judgment and expectation are the same thing. Like, we're human, right? So we're constantly judging things. And in those judgments, we set expectations. I set an expectation for myself this week. Well, I set an expectation for another human, and I got my heart broke, and that fucking sucked. Right, on to the next plan. The Mother of Wands, once you learn how to drop the expectations, and dropping the expectations is how you're able to pick up your wand and start manifesting. Don't have an expectation of what it's going to look like. So with the Daughter of Pentacles over here, she's exploring what she wants to manifest. She's not reactive anymore. She's not reactive at all. She's got all the tools. She's got the wand, and she's got the sword, and she's got the cup and the pentacle. Now, how we use them is we say, I want to build generational wealth without any expectation of what that's going to look like. In the beginning of this journey, when we want to generate that 10 of Pentacles, we want it to look like money. We want it to look like winning the lottery. We want it to look like, you know, finding our partner, a love partner. We want it to look, we want it to look, we want it to look. And then it never manifests. Because the trick is letting go of what it's supposed to look like. Because abundance can look like anything. Abundance can look like anything here on the earth plane. and how it manifests itself is going to look different for everybody. And I think that this is going to be just getting out of that mindset of 67's 13 is 4. I've got the stone. It's getting out of that lack mentality. You just have to get out of that lack mentality. You have to destroy the lack mentality. And then let go of the expectation of what it's going to look like. The Destroyer is the card that, you know, much like the Tower, instead of crumbling the pieces down, this is literally the rug getting pulled out from underneath your feet. And that's going to happen over and over and over and over again. Every time you have an expectation, you're going to continue to get the rug pulled out from under your feet. The stone is about stability. And what anchors you here on this earth plane. The stone. 50, 67. In Jewish mourning tradition, stones are left on graves rather than flowers. Sit with this vision for a moment and see what happens. As an archetypal object, the stone holds psychic and literal weight. Its energy is one of performance, concreteness, and reliability. The stone's ability to transform is nearly imperceptible to us as it changes ever so slowly over countless human lifespans. Right. Pentacles are slow. The stone is slow. A single stone may see thousands of generations come and go before it. Therefore, it contains an ancient and eternal presence. The stone is best used to anchor our wild side, so no matter how far we roam, we can always find our way back. The stone tethers us to earth, helping to ground and connect us to stillness, quiet, and peace. So when this card appears, it's likely that the stone is the remedy for what ails us. Humble and easily unnoticed, the power of the stone balances the frenzy of this world. Radical acceptance with no expectation. And when we start being reactive, we lose balance and we have to regain it. So when the Destroyer comes in, don't react. Don't allow the Destroyer to disrupt your peace. Destroyer's coming in to remind you that you had an expectation that was unfulfilled because you should never have had an expectation. All right, collective. I love you guys. Have a great day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Later.